The East Coast Music Awards have come a long way from the days of just fiddles and Celtic music. Urban music is growing in Atlantic Canada, and New Brunswick's own Pimp T is one of the stars of that scene, a nominee this year. He and other hip-hop artists say they'd like to see a new category just for rap music. Linda Kelly has that story.
It is the music of a new generation. Hip-hop and rap artists continue to conquer the music chart. Back in 1997, the East Coast Music Association decided it was time to make room for a new award, Best Urban Recording of the Year. Dave Coyote of Universal Soul says it was the right thing to do.
Sometimes it's good to start with the positives, and the positives is that there's even an urban category in the first place. And that took a lot of work to get there, you know. And with that being said, there is you know, a lot of fighting the fiddles, we call it.
That's because the first year the Urban Award was handed out, it went to a fiddler.
Keeping in mind Ashley McIsaac did win the first hip hop award, it still amazes me. But
Coyote says part of the problem is the urban category is too broad. It takes in everything from dance to rhythm and blues to hip hop, and he says sometimes the rap groups get squeezed out.
For instance, we were nominated for Best Urban category last year, and we were there with Dutch Robinson, another band that was totally off from him, and you know, these are musics that really should have their own categories.
R&B master Dutch Robinson would go on to win the Urban Award last year. This year, New Brunswick hip-hop artist Pimp T is up for 3 ECMAs, 2 in the urban category. His real name is Troy Nielsen. His music has a humorous feel, but he is seriously committed to the promotion of hip-hop. Nielsen runs an Atlantic Canada hip-hop newsletter, and he would like to see an ECMA category just for rap artists.
Not to take away from the Dutch Robinsons and the Harvey Millers and the Ashley McIsaacs, but some way to give proper exposure to people within the hip-hop community who are working hard to get their album out. But there are enough rap recordings each year available that feasibly there could be a rap recording category.
The East Coast Music Association doesn't see it that way, at least not yet.
Over the years, we have not seen the level of submissions for the urban recording of the year category that would warrant having a separate rap category or a separate R&B category.
If there were a rap category, I, number one, will personally see to it that the category got filled.
Veteran Nova Scotia rap artist Bonshah is a former ECMA nominee. He says a new rap category would attract more artists.
I think just the recognition from the association to say that, yes, you know, we recognize you, you're making music, you know, come into the fold. Just that alone would, you know, make most of the rappers want to bring their stuff to the table.
The ECMA says it will consider the rappers' request as part of their annual review.
We sit down in March looking at this past year's awards, and we look at, do we need to create new categories? And we'll do the same this year with rap artists in the region.
Nielsen says even if he does win in the urban category this year, it will be a bit of a hollow victory.
I think in having non-hip-hop, non-rap artists winning the category, it becomes a bit frustrating for artists, and instead of applying, they just sort of give up and don't bother. It doesn't have the value it would if I were up against the best.
Linda Kelly, CBC News, Halifax.